Okay, if you're an entrepreneur and you feel like you're just constantly running on empty, always out of time, this is for you. We are about to unpack an incredible AI toolkit personally vetted by Dan Martell from a list of over 500 different tools. And listen, these aren't just gadgets. They are your new secret weapons for getting your time back and growing your business.
This quote right here, this is the whole mindset shift. The old rules are just gone. The new game isn't about grinding out more hours. It's about making every single hour you work exponentially more powerful. It's truly about working smarter, not harder, so you can amplify your results.
So, instead of just throwing a boring list at you, we're going to do something different. We're going to build a business together, right now, step by step, using these tools. We'll start with the absolute foundation. Then we'll move into building and selling your product. And finally, we'll scale the whole thing with its own AI brain.
First things first, every great business needs a rock-solid automated core. So these first couple of tools, they're all about creating systems that basically run themselves. This frees up you and your team to focus on the stuff that really moves the needle. You know, the high-value work that actually drives growth.
So let's break down these first two, because the analogies here are perfect. First up, Granola.ai. Think of it like a personal librarian for every meeting you have. It just sits quietly on your computer, so no awkward bot joining your Zoom call, and it creates this searchable memory of every conversation. You could literally ask it, hey, show me every time we talked about pricing last month, and boom, there's your answer. Then you've got end-to-end.io. This is like setting up a huge row of digital dominoes. One little push, one action, triggers the next, creating this beautiful, seamless, and totally automated workflow. And this is exactly what I mean by those digital dominoes. This is a real-world example of an automated customer onboarding flow. The second the customer's payment goes through, the first domino falls. Your CRM gets updated, a personalized welcome email shoots out, then they get an intake form, and get this, it could even be an AI-powered voice call. It just keeps going, all the way to auto-generating a custom presentation for their onboarding meeting. All of that happens with zero human intervention. You didn't add headcount, you just added pure efficiency.
Okay, so our core operations are now running on autopilot. It's time to hit the accelerator. This next phase is all about using AI to build what you sell and then actually sell it, faster than you ever thought possible.
This tool right here represents a massive shift in how software gets made. I mean, forget writing spec documents, hiring expensive dev teams, and waiting for months. With Lovable.dev, you become the architect. You just talk to it. You describe what you want in plain English, and the AI builds it for you right there in real time.
It all starts with a simple prompt, just like this one. Let's say you're a marketing agency and you need a super specific landing page for a new campaign. You just type it out, hit enter, and you can literally watch as the AI gets to work building the entire page for you.
And it doesn't just stop there. I mean, this is where it really starts to feel like magic. You can tweak it, refine it, and add new features on the fly. You just say, okay, now add Stripe for payments and a form to collect customer info, and just watch it happen. The speed you can iterate at is an absolute game changer.
And this slide really just says it all, doesn't it? The old way was this long, expensive, complicated process. The new way, it's just a conversation. Speed is one of the biggest competitive advantages you can have, and tools like this are making it accessible to everyone.
So you've built your product in record time. Awesome. Now, how do you sell it at scale? Well, meet youratlas.com. Think of this as your perfect sales development rep. It works 24/7, it never, ever has a bad day, and it follows up with every single lead instantly. It qualifies your prospects and books meetings all on autopilot.
And if you're sitting there wondering, yeah, but how realistic is it really? Well, get this. Dan Martell showed it to his father-in-law, who was totally convinced he was emailing back and forth with a real person named Emma. He just could not wrap his head around the fact that Emma wasn't real, that it was pure AI. That's how seamless and effective this tech has become. It's not a clunky robot, it's a real conversation. Now let's talk about creating content. This is wild. By combining two incredibly powerful tools, you can essentially create a digital twin of yourself. First, 11 Labs cloned your voice with scary accuracy. Then, HeyGen creates a realistic video avatar of you. You put them together, your team can now generate unlimited personalized videos, social media ads, sales outreach, training videos, all featuring you without you ever having to step in front of a camera again. It is a content machine that can truly, finally scale.
All right, our business is automated, our sales and content machines are humming along.
The final piece of the puzzle is about embedding intelligence into the very core of the company. It's about making smarter decisions and scaling your own expertise across the entire organization. This is the question that keeps pretty much every CEO up at night. You are drowning in dashboards, spreadsheets, and metrics, but out of all that noise, which one number actually needs your attention right now? That's the exact problem a tool called Precision.co was built to solve.
See, instead of giving you more dashboards, Precision's AI sifts through all your data, sales, marketing, finance, you name it, and it highlights the one metric that demands your focus. So for a software company, that might be your churn rate, the percentage of customers canceling. It just cuts straight through the noise and gives you laser focus.
And this is the most important part. It doesn't just point out the problem. It gives you the one clear move, the single most effective action you can take to fix that number. It turns a boring data report into an actual actionable strategy.
And to finish up our AI brain, here are 3 quick tools that are just force multipliers for any leader. ChatGPT's voice mode becomes this strategic partner you can literally talk to and brainstorm with anywhere. Fixer.ai acts like your digital chief of staff, handling everything from your email to your SOPs. And BuddyPro.ai actually captures your expertise, creating a digital version of you that your team can ask questions to 24/7.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground here. We've literally built an AI-powered business from scratch. But you know what? Information is totally useless without action. So let's talk about what you're going to do next.
Here is the challenge. The most important thing is not to get overwhelmed by all this. Just pick one tool from this list that really resonated with you, the one that made you go, aha, that could solve a real problem for me right now. Then, and this is the key, open your calendar right now and block out 90 minutes this week to actually do it. That single action is the start of a huge transformation.
And that really brings us to our final thought. The businesses that are going to win, and win big over the next 3 to 5 years, are the ones that aren't just using AI, they're building their entire strategy and culture around it. They're becoming AI-first companies. So the question I want to leave you with is, are you ready to make that shift?